We're live. We
All
are
right.
live. And let me put this out here for all the friends.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Yes.
Ding ding.
Oh, come on. Where are you? Oh, this was so much easier before. Why you gotta change everything up, YouTube?
Yeah, they always do that shit.
Eh,
Because that's some good shit.
such good shit, pal.
That's some good shit. You bow down to the Google overlords.
Alright. Their
That
little,
was a sentence I just said.
And, no. Mm.
I'm going to see
We
if there's
are. We
any.
have put it out there that we're live, and hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two, maybe three. It fluctuates. I don't know, Marks. Wrestling recap show. I'm the Athletic Geek, joined on the other end of the tin cannon string by Eric Wade
What's up, you guys?
and EZ of the Elite Era Network. We've got quite the humdinger of a show this week. We
Yep.
have because I'm sure we all forgot about it, we have a pay per view prediction, no contest, but our predictions for 4 announced matches for a pay per view from the main roster. We have the best wrestler in a company who's now finally we get creative has nothing for him. Or do they have something for him? I don't know. We'll talk about that. Uh, we finally have a winner in the G1 Climax. And we're going to bring all the boom when we talk about Dynamite. And just so y'all know, obviously, yes, I did survive meeting New Jack last week. But if you've never seen the show before, this is the
Hey!
Just Two, or however many Marks Wrestling Recap show. The three of us all met at All In Starcast. We love wrestling. We love talking wrestling. We all became friends because of our love of pro wrestling, but we're fans, just like each and every one of you out there. We avoid insider terms, and our opinions are just that of yours because at the end of the day, we're not insiders, nor are we wrestlers. We are just marks.
Oh,
And
hi, Mock.
I love the member marks. I used to have a
Really?
Mach
You,
3
didn't-
from
you didn't get the
Gillette.
reference? Oh, hi, Mock.
I was I was thinking it was South Park, but
Oh, wow.
like to member Goldberg? I love to member Goldberg. Actually, I don't like Goldberg. But anyway,
I was I was quoting the greatest bad movie of all time. Oh, hi, Mock. Whatever.
The house. The house.
Go watch The Room, people.
Oh yeah, the room. That's what it was.
looking.
The
Whenever,
house. The room. It
see,
was the
whenever,
room in the house.
so whenever I think of the room, I think of that Flight of the Concord song.
It was the extended edition.
I never watched it.
Oh, it's a song.
I've heard of the singers, but I've never watched the
As the
shows.
song goes, looking through the room, I can see that you are the most beautiful girl in the room.
What's that?
Okay, now I have to look that up
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I can't sing anymore because we might get flagged for copyright. So, the best wrestler in the WWE has a bodyguard now. Now, this is just even bringing this up in the the pre-show. We've already got conflicting opinions. I don't like it. One, because while you know I don't believe that size completely matters in pro wrestling. When you have a bodyguard that completely dwarfs your top star, you're gonna have a lot of people going, "Oh, why should I care about him? He's tiny." And we got Ray in the house. Hello, Ray.
It's the you.
It's you. Um, and also to me, like when you, with the exception of like Sean, usually when they give you the bodyguard, that is the sign that they don't know what to do with you. So, God damn it, pal, give him a bodyguard. They're gonna love it. He'll be huge.
This guy is fucking huge. Yeah. No, I thought it
Are
was
you
cool.
saying that's such good shit?
It's pretty good shit. I guess I don't know what was his match though, because against Matt Riddle, right?
Mm.
So like he didn't. That's the first time they introduced him. But what happened to Wasn't uh help me out here. The guy who looks like Mankind, wasn't he the one who was helping out AJ a while ago on SmackDown or something? Like he had a new manager
Abyss.
all of a sudden. Abyss.
Yeah.
What happened to that? Did they just drop that after like
Exactly.
a
I would
week
have
or
been.
two,
See, I would
right?
have been. I would have been okay with. I
Wait,
mean, he's
wait,
not.
wait,
He's
wait.
not
I
under
missed
the.
something. Abyss was on SmackDown?
Like he was just like some kind of.
It
He
was kind of
wasn't.
like I
He
didn't
wasn't
recognize
as
him because he's
Abyss.
like in
He
a
was
shirt and
just
tie
kind of
now.
like because he's an agent for the WWE. Um,
Oh, okay.
like in real
Or as I
life. So,
called
but
him, or as I called him, TNA's Kane.
Well,
right.
that's what I
With a
just
better
bring it
theme,
up only
actually.
because I figure if they're trying stuff out or they're trying to use AJ as like a platform to launch other people too or whatever, that's cool because it's AJ. He can do whatever, but this guy's fucking. He's pretty impressive too. But it kind of fits the missing Heyman and Brock aspect too, where these guys can fill it. But I liked it. He didn't say anything either, so he's just like a.
I
But
just
it just reminds me of their stuff like Wardlow or just I don't know. But
just in
yeah,
WWE, it just
it was
seems
cool.
like when they give you a bodyguard, it's like, hey, we have nothing for you. Like, we know you're capable of everything, but we're not gonna let you do everything. Instead, you're just gonna be this. You're gonna be a bodyguard guy. And to me, I think it's fully solidifying the fact that AJ's run's pretty well done. Like he's gonna
Right.
be a guy until his contract runs out. There isn't gonna be any more big. Like there might be some okay like good matches and stuff, but there ain't gonna be any like you know big storylines. Not gonna be a chance at a WrestleMania main event. There ain't gonna be nothing. He's just gonna kind of be there. You
Right,
know.
but yeah, but then I think we brought this up last time too, where some of these people like they've done everything in WWE, so what more could they do? But
AJ
now,
could.
especially,
AJ needs a main event. I feel like AJ could legitimately main event WrestleMania against anyone. Anyone. He doesn't even have to
right,
win. Just put him in the main event. Hell, hey, you need somebody. You need somebody to get a big WrestleMania main event win. Do it with AJ.
How about AJ Fiend for the main event?
Maybe you'd have to turn AJ back into a good guy, which I
I don't want to
really.
say it a job to anyone. Like if it
People
would
have
like
been
be the
easily been
Fiend, it would be
cheering for
like,
the Fiend. I mean, for God's sake, he went after Retribution. Like that was actually somewhat satisfying.
I just
well,
don't
yeah,
think.
but that's the same thing we argue about all the time, where it's like, but who can fill that spot? And WWE does such a piss poor job of rising new talent, where it's
Yeah,
like nobody can. So, but it's like if AJ had a retirement match, and that could be 5 years off or whatever too, because he's getting older now. But even if he's just using his, because he just went over to Raw, obviously it won't last. But who's gonna turn on who first, or what? It'll result in them having a match. AJ will put this new guy over, then he'll continue on to be the next champion of something else. Like AJ just bounces back like that. Yeah, he's been buried for God's sakes. Like he can do pretty much
And
anything at this
buried
point.
alive.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was buried at WrestleMania in the thing and came back like a week later. And no one like blinked an eye. They was like, "Oh hey AJ," I'm like,
Remember when you died of it about a week ago? Yeah, I
yeah, it's
remember.
like, yeah, who cares
Hey, I
or something like that,
remember.
right? He like mocked it. Yeah, but so what? I'm back. But
Yeah,
yeah, but
I'm
anyway,
better than ever. I'm
I'll give it
back.
I'll give it a chance. Is what I'm saying.
and gonna give it a chance. It's fine. I'm just kind of. This idea does not make me optimistic for the future of AJ Styles. He's gonna essentially he's kind of I'm gonna drop another NASCAR reference. He's kind of the guy that he might pull a win out every now and again, but he's not going to be a contender late in the season for the championship. He might be able to have some big Raw matches and kind of you might be able to put him in there for a B level pay per view main event, but he's
Also,
not.
Danica Patrick.
I'm
Yeah,
not even saying
big.
Danica Patrick. I'm saying like like right now your your Ryan Newmans and your Ricky Stenhouse Juniors and your you know yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
your Eric Joneses and stuff. Got talent. They might be able to pull something out. But you shouldn't just write them off. But you're not going to see any of those guys contending for the championship late in the year, and you're not going to see AJ Styles looking like he's going to maybe carry that WWE Championship into WrestleMania, or go for one more title win at WrestleMania, or win the Royal Rumble, or nothing like that. Looks like it's going to be happening.
Well, they can. Yeah, it is WWE though. They can pull this on a flip of a dime, like they have.
Yeah,
been.
I mean, Randy Orton was an irrelevant mid carder for a long time, and then he just randomly won the Royal Rumble.
Right.
In a whole stupid storyline where he gave it up and then had to fight for it back, and God, that was dumb. God, that. And
that
was like 2017 when he won the Royal Rumble, but he was with the Wyatt family, so he gave up his #1 contendership, and then he turned on Bray Wyatt, and then he had to fight someone to get the title shot back, and it's like, this is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I got something better for you. AJ Styles having a bodyguard makes as much sense as TNA and Claire Lynch. That's how
I won't
low
go that far.
I'm going.
I won't go that far.
No, that's how low I'm going. AJ Styles does not, nor has he ever needed a motherfucking bodyguard. He does not need a bodyguard. He's not the Brian Kendrick when he had Ezekiel Jackson. He's not the Authors of Pain.
Very much like that, yeah.
Not every big superstar needs a bloody bodyguard. The only exception that I'm kind of putting at is MJF and Wardlow. That's the only duo that I don't know. I like
for
it.
MJF's character. He needs that guy to throw in front of him. Got Fuzzy McFerrin in the house. What's up, my boy?
Yeah. AJ doesn't need a bodyguard.
Well, I guess it could have been Rollins.
Bullet Club.
It would have been
if you guys were
the OGs. Bullet Club's irrelevant now. That don't mean anything.
Okay, but I'm just going through everything that he's gone through. He's been with Fortune. He's been with. I'm literally looking at his wiki on who the hell he's been with. But
I'd only say he's only been with his wife. I mean, he seems like a pretty devout Christian in that sense. But
either way, he's been with so many stables, and it's like maybe if it was early in his career, sure, maybe when he was like X Division champion or something, I don't know. But just now, you don't need him as a bodyguard, or he doesn't need a bodyguard.
I can't say when it comes to AJ having a bodyguard. I don't want none.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been Rollins to make him a little bit more sense for a character, kind of.
Right.
Moments,
yeah.
But
here's another one. Having AJ Styles get a bodyguard makes as much sense as Brock Lesnar showing up for Raw every week. And he'll actually show up to his job.
Well, we'll transition out of that and something that's not necessary to a pay-per-view that's... Oh, no, I'm talking about, the bodyguard itself's not necessary. Transition out of that to a pay-per-view that's not necessary, with 3 of these matches. Maybe 2 of which are necessary. Okay, I don't know. It's a pay-per-view full of these matches that are unnecessary.
It's 2020. Nothing makes sense anymore.
It's all unnecessary.
This makes as much sense as Tampa Bay.
Going back to UFC, I don't know. I don't know if Brock's going back. I'm not a UFC fan, but all right. So they're probably going to announce
back to UFC, whatever.
They might announce more matches. There is no contest, so these are just kind of our 2 cents here. We have 3 matches that I will give credit, have some good story behind them and some build-up, and even though I'm not a fan of a few of the individuals in these matches. And then we got Jeff Hardy and Elias. So...
Because we need a drifter versus a former drifter.
Yes.
Pick which one you would associate with.
Well, I don't know. I don't associate...
That's a rhetorical question.
But I am going to pick who I think is going to win, and I think Elias is winning this one.
I'm going to go with Elias as well.
Eric, who you picking?
I'm gonna answer your question with a question myself.
Uh-oh.
What does WWE stand for?
Walk with Elias.
Walk with Elias. I'm gonna go with Elias.
All right. Elias across the
Wasted week.
board today.
I was gonna say wasted weekly entertainment.
I was I was gonna say I forgot that Hardy wasn't even the champion anymore. I forgot that Zayn won it back. But the first thing I thought was, is this a Intercontinental Championship match? And then it's
No,
not.
it's just a
so
match. It's just a
It's
match.
just a match. But
Now,
also
tomorrow on SmackDown, they're probably going to beef this lineup up a little bit more.
yeah. But I can see this even going on the pre-show kind of a thing.
Right.
It is gonna be a pre-show, which is sad.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Well,
Hey Elias, how does it feel knowing the only title he's ever won is the 24/7 belt?
well,
Yeah.
I keep bringing up
Is
NASCAR on this show,
they-
but one of my current least favorite NASCAR driver has also held that belt.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, I'm literally trying to think which
Kyle
driver.
Busch.
Oh, wait, what? Before I ask any questions, I'm just gonna look that up after the show and be like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael
And-
Waltrip dressed up as the referee and counted the pin.
Oh, for God's sake!
I would have been. I would have thought it was great, except for the fact I'm like, fuck Kyle Busch. If it would have been like, if that had been Jimmy Johnson, if that had been Clint Boyer,
Actually, if it was Junior, I would have laughed.
Junior, it should have been Mikey. Mikey would have been the guy to do that. But anyway,
Oh.
if it was kind of
Keep
literally,
athletes away from that belt, please. Just no.
I'd say it wasn't even that. There's like college football analysts have won the belt. You know, yeah. It's
A
it's a
freaking
belt that
mayor has won the belt.
Yeah, Mayor Glenn Jacobs won the belt. I fucking love that sketch. I don't care who
Say,
wins that
that
belt.
was the
It
only
means,
time that I actually loved it.
that belt means nothing. So
Yeah.
let it go. Let it be fun. Let it be
Now-
fun. But we're gonna now do our predictions in the 3 Hell in a Cell matches they have announced, and we have Bayley versus Sasha Banks, Hell in a Cell match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. A little disappointed they're giving us this match right away. I'm clearly, as it's been said on the show, I find Sasha to be overrated, but this program could have been taken to WrestleMania and possibly even main evented WrestleMania with the right
Actually,
build. But
I
they're
would've-
kind of
Yeah,
giving
but
this
they
match
gotta-
away now.
I would
But
have taken this thing to the Royal Rumble.
Given the times, they need to do something big.
but either one, I mean, they're being premature, but they're doing the match. So who you guys got and why?
Okay.
Sasha.
I'm
I
kind of
got
torn with this
Sasha.
because they could do something interesting. I mean, Bailey Banks, like they've been fighting each other, they've been teaming up with each other all the way back to NXT. So this honestly could go either way if they make this match memorable enough.
Yep, Gronk had it too. Ray says in the chat.
So
What is it?
Talking about
Oh,
2%
Gronk.
talk. Gronk
I don't know
also won.
why,
Yeah.
but I just got a gut feeling about this. I'm gonna go with Bailey.
I'm going Bailey as well. I feel like they're
I'm
gonna.
actually going against Sasha on this, despite the fact we share the birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm not
How
sure a
dare
birthday
you.
with any of them, but I'm going Bailey because I feel like they're gonna stretch this shit out.
I'm gonna say Bailey to belly on a table. That's how it's gonna end.
well,
Make
wait,
it
'cause
look
what's
nice.
Sasha's track record at Hell in a Cell so far is 0-2, right? So
Yeah.
I think
So
this
just
might
as
be
good
the
as
one that
Bray
she finally
Wyatt's
wins.
record at WrestleMania.
They can still stretch it out, but I think Sasha's gonna win this one finally. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt because of that too. She's not gonna lose 3 in a row because what the fuck? Like then anyone can. I'm Sasha because I know I'm gonna win.
I'm sorry, has Bray Wyatt won anything at WrestleMania yet? And the Battle Royale does not count.
He beat Cena this year.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but that wasn't even like a real. That was kind of like a.
No.
promo.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's COVID, and we're fucking counting. No, yeah, but you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's. But as far
But-
as the record books show, he won.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Sasha. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but
The next
think-
match is
I
a
think
Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
Uh,
yeah.
Why are we
yeah,
doing it? This is
exactly.
every fucking pay-per-view.
God damn it!
Jedi went
It's
on
been
the
every
tour-
pay per view since what?
Since we started doing the show
this
together.
is
when Jedi went-
Mania!
Orton versus
Fucking
McIntyre.
WrestleMania.
Orton didn't
Randy
wrestle.
Orton, you used to be called the Legend Killer, but so far you've only been the Legend Wounder.
Speaking of stretching out to Mania, they're gonna stretch this shit out to Mania. Watch.
Yeah, fucking watch it. No, you know what? Because I'm just gonna say it. Randy Orton's finally gonna win the fucking title. You know, there's gonna be Vince is gonna think it's good shit, and fucking all the fucking anti
Wait.
anything other than WWE people are gonna think it's good shit, and a couple mutual friends of mine and Eric are gonna think it's great shit, and I'm gonna die a little on the inside and not watch Raw.
Wait. If Randy wins, wouldn't that make him a 15-time champ?
Yep.
14, right? No.
Or
15?
15 or 14, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm fine. Like I said, someone has to
Like I
beat
said,
Flair's
out
record.
of anybody,
I thought it was going to be Cena, but it's not going to be Cena, so it might as well be Orton since he's still
I was
active.
gonna say,
in
out of
WWE.
anybody, I wish could be the second person to be 16-time champ, not called John Cena. I would have went with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I would just hope. I don't want Randy Orton to win nothing, but I'm just
I
kind of
know,
going
but-
with my heart. I'm going with my head over my heart. They're gonna fucking just.
Oh, wait until you hear what I'm gonna predict.
Go ahead, because I'm tired of fucking talking about
All right.
Randy Orton versus goddamn fucking Drew McIntyre.
I
I
know.
think.
Christ
I
Almighty, how fucking many matches are you gonna fucking do with this bullshit?
I think, drum where I went, for the third year in a row, it's gonna end in a no contest. Yay!
And okay, this is.
No
I was going to bring this
contest.
up.
No contest. No contest.
If they fucking do 3 years in a row of no contest, like this term gets thrown out a lot. Oh, I'm going to cancel my WWE network.
Oh, I
I've-
canceled my network subscription a long time ago.
Oh, I can't.
I give it to them.
It's
I've been
not
paying for
worth
like
my
6 months.
99 cents.
Right.
Now see, what's worth, this isn't worth my $9.99. What's worth my $9.99 a month is me going back and going, oh, man, I remember that this Starcade was good. Oh, this Nitro was fucking awesome.
Yeah, right.
It's
all things
it's
that's not.
trying to be
well,
a nostalgia channel, honestly.
That doesn't bother me in the slightest. Fucking,
I would only-
I like good wrestling. I want to go back and watch some good wrestling. I'll pay
Then
for
watch
it. I don't give a shit.
AEW.
Watch
Yeah.
AEW. AEW's on once a week. I can when there are 6 other
Or
days
you
out of
can-
the week where I want to see
or you-
some good wrestling. I want to see some
you can
Horsemen. I
look
want
up-
to see some Shawn. I want to see some Mr. Perfect. I want to see some fucking Sting. I want to see some fucking Daniel Bryan. So that's
You
But
can also
if-
find that on YouTube. But
if
anyway,
they literally are gonna throw dirt in the face of all the Hell in a Cell fans again for 3 years in a fucking row, either this match,
so hard. I feel like
either
you-
Orton match this one because I can see it being a no DQ in a Hell in a Cell, or the Reigns and Uso somehow being a no DQ in the Hell in a Cell, and either or. Because they're both built up as like huge matches, and you have to pay for it to see it, and blah 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 blah. Either or, if they end either one in a no DQ, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because it's like, dude,
And all of you will just come crawling to me and be like, damn it, easy, you jinxed everything. It's like, thank you.
I see,
Yeah.
all I'm gonna do is just be like, oh, I'm gonna go watch Shawn versus Taker Hell in a Cell back before this thing was fucking bastardized.
no, that can be the next podcast. Is let's talk about when wrestling used to mean something.
That's about how. Remember when Hell in a Cell used to mean something? I remember.
Yeah, I remember. Remember
Well-
when we had fans in the stands? Oh, yeah.
Remember when Mankind went off of the side of the cell?
Oh yeah, that's great. I love to remember that. So we have a Hell in a
That's
Cell
all I
I
got.
Quit match. So wait. Eric, what is your prediction? You're going Orton too?
No, I'm going Drew. I
Going
like
Drew?
because I don't. If
So
they haven't
I'm literally
done,
the one that just says it's going to be a no contest.
yeah, but
I don't know, just because.
the past 5 matches these guys have set or had or whatever, I predicted Orton because I was like, if they're gonna give it to him, do it now and then just fucking get over
Or
with.
you
And
hear-
last
or you
next
hear
edition,
Brock
if they're gonna do it, just do it
Lesnar.
now and fucking get over with. And now
I hear
this one,
Brock
it's like,
Lesnar's music hit during the match, during the height of the match.
Good. You know what? For the first time ever, I'd be okay with Brock Lesnar because I'd be like, cool.
and then as soon as he walks down the ramp, the ref will call the bell. Like, isn't this what hell? Oh god damn it! They're probably gonna do that.
Oh fuck! That's over here. That was Brock Lesnar. Well, the
Ding
next,
ding ding.
Well, the next match.
raise the cell. He's fucking coming. It's like what? What the hell happened?
The next match is a Hell in a Cell I Quit match for the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
And I
Um,
quit.
in an I Quit Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, so
They're both
I,
going to simultaneously say I quit and it's a no contest.
I don't. This is gonna be a no DQ for sure. I think because it just doesn't sound like it.
Just one of those matches.
I'm
is gonna
going
be a
Roman
no
Reigns
DQ.
in this one. Just get that out of the way. On the real, I'm going Roman Reigns.
Or I'm gonna say that Jey Uso goes underneath the ring, and then Jimmy Uso comes out, and he's the one who quits or something. They're gonna pull some stupid shit like that. Like it's like
Wait, so basically the introduction of the Bellas?
yeah, or because they're gonna be like, oh, I know that you wouldn't quit, bro, so I had to like pull you into the ring and do it or what? I don't. Who
How
knows?
about they tell apart the tattoos?
It's gonna no, they're because WWE doesn't fucking they don't treat their audience that smartly. It's like when the Bellas got pulled 9 feet apart, like Stretch Armstrong, and everyone's like, "What? What's going on?" Like, or God damn it, if we're gonna talk about insulting the audience, Gordo, what's his name? The God man, Tucker and
Tucker and Otis.
Oh,
Oh,
Tucker
God,
and
yeah.
Otis.
yeah,
Oh dear.
Tucker and
Actually,
I don't even
wait, I
remember
just
his
thought
name.
of something.
Otis.
What if Otis cashes in?
That could happen too.
I mean,
On
I
who?
don't know. On Roman.
Or on Drew.
No, because I don't know. I can't see Otis
No.
cashing in on anybody.
No, I could see like the ref asking, like, do you quit? Just as you hear, Jay saying I quit, you hear Otis's music and you see him just running down the ring, and then Roman tries attacking him or something, but comes a triple threat match, and then Otis just plays a finisher and then wins the belt. So sort of like how like Seth won the belts at Mania.
Mm.
Well, I mean, I don't rule it out completely, but I don't see it really happening. I think Otis still has a little bit of mileage on that. Just do
Well,
little one
Otis might
spots
have
with it.
like his moment where I don't know, he uses the briefcase as a weapon.
Yeah.
Perhaps. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going
Just use
Roman
a
in this one.
sandwich as a
I
weapon.
fucking love
I'm gonna say
Bad Guy
Roman.
Roman. I fucking love Roman and Heyman. This is fucking awesome.
It's like there's no way they could pull the belt this quick off of Roman.
No.
No, but we've seen stupid shit before. But I don't think
5
I'm
minutes
gonna
and
give them the I'm gonna give them a
5
benefit of the
minutes and
doubt.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're not gonna be that stupid. At least you got something good here with Bad Guy Roman. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Especially when you got Paul Heyman on his side. Like,
So how we
come
what,
on.
I'm
how
just
are we
saying there's going to
seriously
be
predicting?
twin interference. So
Roman.
Okay.
yeah, Roman like completely, but I just think there's going to be shenanigans.
Okay. So
Like Braun Strowman comes in, rips the cage apart. I'm not finished with you.
not finished with you. So the next big piece of news is comes from the G1 Climax. Sonata out of nowhere wins the B block. Kota Ibushi wins the A block. And in the finals, they have a damn fine match with Ibushi winning 2 years in a row. So I want to see Sonata win more than Ibushi on a personal level, just because I kind of wanted to see the Lij main event at the Dome. But I feel like it's time for might be Ibushi's time. So I feel like they're finally gonna pull the plug on that. Is everybody still here? I think the sound kind of changed.
I'm here.
I think Eric's
Oh,
gone.
it's just me. Oh,
I think Eric's gone.
I'm here. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you, yeah. But I think
Okay.
the other Eric Wade, is gone.
Uh-oh.
Gonna get him on the phone. Stand by.
Oh, good. No, it looks like I can add
Thank
Coda
God.
to my...
Hey, you back?
There you are.
Eric.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you kind of went away.
Oh, okay, there we go.
All right. No, No, I think Ibushi versus Naito in the main event of the Dome. I'm not going to complain about. Naito does have to defend the title one more time against Evil, and Ibushi does have to defend his title shot
Evil.
against a knife pivot. So yeah, I mean, like I'm not saying it's a bad call. I'm just saying I kind of wanted to see Sonata instead, but we'll see where they go. But the best match from Madison Square Garden might just be main eventing the Dome this year. So that's pretty cool.
Matt Taven.
Please.
Matt Taven is in the realm of irrelevancy that, you know, he's in a realm of irrelevancy all his own because he sucks.
Madison Square Taven.
That is like me saying Madison Square Geek. There's no. That's just that is words being brought together. That would be like me when I went to fucking the next night at WrestleMania going, "This is MetLife Geek."
Well, I mean, not with that attitude.
Barclays Geek here.
This is Madison Square Geek. Then everyone's
See?
like, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
see,
yeah.
it's not a pun. It's not clever. It's just putting words together.
Garden, Taven, it's almost somewhere.
See, it's just putting words together, and overall, it's just disappointing and useless. Kind of like that show was for the most part, and Ring of Honor as a whole is. Anyway,
Say, what stadium do I have over here in LA that I can say that with? The Staples Center, the Staples Eric.
yeah,
It doesn't work.
Eric Center.
Yeah, see?
Or SoFi Eric.
Oh, do they have the...
So
Yeah.
Dynamite. Time for Dynamite.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Okay, let
Okay,
me
so-
try to first turn off my laughing gas that's leaking.
Oh, dude. I tuned in as soon as Omega was making his entrance, and I was like, oh, who's this? A new debut or whatever? And then no spoilers,
Why
but the
didn't-
entire show, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Oh, we
And I
can give
text my friend.
We can give spoilers. Last week was just no spoilers because you hadn't seen it. But the first
Oh,
match
okay.
was Wardlow and Jungle Boy, and
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't see.
it was an all right match. Not either man's best, but you know,
Oh, Jungle Boy didn't rock it or whatever.
Wardlow won.
Oh, yeah. Well-
Advancing in the tournament. So yeah. But basically, it
Nice.
makes Wardlow look like a beast, and that was the whole point of the match. The next match was the this was just brilliant with Kenny and his ridiculous entrance and his all the different like stats and accolades Justin Roberts mentioned for Kenny. And
I know, yeah.
How is he,
He won
Cody?
the 7 stars twice, and he also went like he. I think I even heard them say he wrestled in North Carolina once.
I was like, can someone explain to me the North Carolina references? I didn't know.
I
think
don't
it was just being
know.
obnoxious.
Just like, oh yeah, North Carolina is like the capital of wrestling or something. I don't know. Like that's what I assumed. Like, but anyway,
Yeah, I was like,
no.
what-
When I saw the girls dancing, I thought it was Sonny Kiss's entrance because I saw him on the screen. So I was like, oh, it's Sonny because
I
he
didn't
usually
like
comes out with
the
dancers.
dancing cleaners. So it's just
Neither
like,
did
What's
I.
wrong with the? I thought, no, I didn't. That's supposed to be obnoxious.
I
You did
know.
right.
It's like,
Right.
no, I could do it.
Well, hopefully they don't do that again next. But with the brooms and everything, it was just kind
I
of
thought
like.
that was kind of.
I
like,
was-
so stupid. It was great.
I almost thought Devil Sky was coming back. It's like, god damn it.
Devil Sky is owned by New Japan. That's not happening.
Well, they could buy them licensing. I don't know.
Nah,
his
that's a lot. Of,
entrance.
but the thing I liked the most was first Kenny just wins one winning Angel beats Sonny Kiss, which I was a little disappointed. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a good match. Oh, okay, it's over.
Right, that's what I was
but
gonna
I
say.
like his, like, little
The entrance
fake-
was a joke, but the match was like no joke at all.
But I liked his like little fake, like you did good. I'm raising your hand. Props to my opponent. All right, whatever. Bye.
Right. No, yeah, it was good, and hopefully Kenny's gonna start. Well, everyone, I don't know if you can see the roster of the results of the tournament so far, or whatever. The winners of the first qualifying. It's like, yeah, obviously it's going to be him and Hangman or whatever, but like, hopefully Kenny just starts just turning an epic turn from now because
Oh,
this
it's
is a
going
good
there. I'm pretty
indication.
sure. This isn't
Yeah,
WWE. I
two
trust
move
them not to
squash
fuck this
match,
up.
right?
Well, the next
And
match.
it was supposed to be Janela. Janela probably would have got the same treatment though. Like, you
Right.
know, it wouldn't have been any different of a match probably.
Next match in the tournament was Penta El Zero M versus Ray Phoenix.
Fucking awesome match.
This was awesome.
Oh
This
my
was
Awesome,
fucking
God.
great.
but you can obviously tell when Phoenix got hurt, like he did his own move. Have you ever seen? You guys don't watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, do you?
Nope.
Not really, unfortunately. I've seen
Oh
some
man.
episodes.
Well, there's one episode where this one character Mac, he's always just like full of himself. Like he just thinks like all this stuff's happening, but it's not happening. He thinks he's the bodyguard of the bar that they all work at, but he can't even like fight or nothing. So one time he tries to choke someone out. Like here, I'm gonna demonstrate. Watch. So he tries to choke someone out, but then he ends up choking himself out because he's like not breathing properly or whatever. And they're like, "See, look at the head of your bar just choked himself out." And that's kind of like that. That reminds me of Ray Phoenix. He's always hurting himself. Like if you've noticed his matches or whatever,
Yeah.
he's always knocking himself out, or he's always hurting himself from like not doing proper or over flipping or like just being overhyped or whatever. But when
Has
he got
Meltzer
hurt in
ever
this match,
given
it was
5 stars
obvious.
from a regular show, not a pay-per-view?
I don't think he.
Say what?
I don't know if he rates the matches on just like TV.
Uh,
Mm,
that was just like, just the ending was like, what the hell did I just watch?
It was a great match. I don't know if I would personally say it's worth the 5-star treatment, but it was fucking great. Loved it. Loved the ending. Yeah.
Don't break those two up, please, because it's just family conflict, and I get it. It almost looked like none of them wanted to really defeat the other brother.
You know, we talked about New York City. This is a match I did see at one show at New York City, so kind of cool to see that again.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. The first time I ever heard about Penta was at All In, and then
Same.
to see him now or up until now, whatever, you can tell that Phoenix won because he's like the younger brother. Like they're gonna push him a little bit harder.
Wasn't Phoenix part of that 6-man tag with the Young Bucks and?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's on Rey Mysterio's team.
And Mysterio
and Bandito.
Yes. Okay, that's what
Bandito's badass too, but he's over in
Ring of
Honor.
Honor.
I liked the main event, but again, I felt like the main event was rushed.
It was because
Right.
Okada and someone who's been canceled went 16 minutes too long.
Yeah, that was a goddamn match. That was a hell of a match.
But it's good that match got. That's good that match got ran short and not like Cody versus Aldis, because that match would have been short. That would have been shitty.
Right.
My opinion, that should have been the main event. But anyways,
it should have been. But just imagine if that match, if it would have been cut short and you wouldn't have been able to appreciate that moment.
Yeah. No, it was.
Fate worked out well.
It was in the middle of the show. That was the right placement for it.
Well, that'll be a discussion for another day. We got to talk more about Dynamite. Because we have the final first round match of the tournament. Hangman Page versus Colt Cabana. Hangman wins. It was a good match, not a great match. I'm still digging Hangman, and
hold up. Is it Colt or Colt?
Colt.
Colt
45.
Colt Cabana.
Like what the Dark Order is.
And anyway, it's a good match. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious they're building towards Kenny and Hangman in the finals, but hey, let's enjoy the ride.
Right.
The next segment has been, we're not going to talk about this until the end of the show. We'll talk about the matches first, then we're going to talk about this thing. So we'll skip over that. We have Dr. Britt Baker versus Kalen King. Kind of a typical match just to make Britt look good, which is fine. You need that.
Right. It was a showcase match.
You know, didn't mind it. Britt's on the rise, but nothing to write home about here. And a 4-way tag team #1 contenders match. We have Private Party versus the Young Bucks versus the Butcher and the Blade versus Alex Reynolds and John Silver. And before we get off on a tangent, I just want to point this out. John Silver was the damn MVP of this match. He fucking was great. This was the best I've ever seen him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yet he
Um,
gets abused so much by Brody.
Silver.
Well, I was gonna say all the critics. Oh, this was nothing but a spot fest. Everyone just got a spot in. But when you started watching it, like spot after spot after spot or whatever, they were everyone. Everything was great. And then when Silver went off, it was like holy shit. And Jr. fucking his announcement of it too. I think this little guy is jacked up on Diet Mountain Dew. And then I started cracking him so hard when he went on a tangent, just like knocked 6 people out in a row or whatever. And
Oh, yeah, that
Jr.
was
was like,
great.
"See, I told you." Like.
I feel
It
like
was
at some
awesome.
point Reynolds and Silver they can actually do pretty great on their own than with Dark
Possibly.
Order.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're pretty good for Dark Order too, but like they definitely Silver definitely has a future because that guy's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I think I would see Silver being a TNT champion.
I feel like
TNT.
Maybe in a few years. Not
maybe.
now,
I'm
obviously.
kind of more still liking him and Reynolds together before we go in that direction. But yeah, this was a good match. Not one of my favorites of all time, but a good match. But it does set up the dream match we've been talking about for years since being the Elite was a thing. And that is at Full Gear, we will finally get
Young Buck.
FTR versus the Young Bucks.
With a few people.
Yeah.
'Cause at least it's
I
better
I thought
than
it
no
was great.
crowd.
Yeah.
The FTR came out and put a hurting on Matt Jackson at the end of the show or at the end of the match. But yeah, good way to build intrigue for the match. It's finally happening. It's finally here. Let's do this on the 7th. So yeah, but also let's do this. Let's talk about, as you said, Le Dinner Debonair.
Go.
Chris Jericho and MJF. And really, is there anything we can say about this to do this justice? I mean,
I
really.
still can't comprehend what the hell just happened.
I just started
There-
cracking up as soon as they started ordering their steaks.
Okay.
Like, trying to
Oh,
one up
yeah.
each
So-
other.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, first off, I didn't even know like it was going on. Like as soon as like I turned on Dynamite on my phone, the curtain was already back and they were like they had a moment. I almost thought they were like trying to portray like a little sitcom or something. And then I see the stakes come out and it's like what the hell? And then
We're
they
in their
call for
stakes.
Thelma, whatever.
Ri-
Right.
And I thought it
Well,
was
up until that
recurring
point, I thought
thing.
it was just a legit promo.
I
It
thought
was
there
like
was
they
like
took
a
it seriously.
recurring thing that was going on in between Dynamites. Like
Oh,
we got
yeah,
a match. Okay,
and,
let's
and,
go
and,
Jericho.
and the steak back and forth though. Like people forget about how funny that was. You know.
The
Yeah.
steak thing is like
Well
first off, I like
done.
medium,
Medium
well.
well. Medium rare. Rare. Blue.
Who the fuck eats their steak rare? I'm sorry. Anyone who eats their steak rare, you are weird.
You're also
Oh.
weird if you eat it
Blue,
well done.
if you want your steak blue, You're gonna be sick.
Well, but that fits Max's character too, because
Yeah.
ordering a steak well done is like, what the fuck? Like, who's this guy?
I thought that's how you use. I don't know. I like I said, I like my meats medium well because I'm
Medium
pink
rare.
sensitive. I don't want to see pink in anything.
Medium rare. That's how you get the flavor of the steak. If you get
Yeah.
them well done, I'm like Hank Hill. I ask you firmly, but politely, to leave.
And Kelly goes, Bobby, some people
Oh,
leave for
God,
the
I love
purple
King of
on
the
their
Hill.
grills for the flavor. We won't be barbecuing at their houses this summer.
But yeah, it wasn't until I got on Twitter and then I'm reading all these reactions like, wait, what the hell did I just miss? And then I literally see a small clip of the singing and I just lost it. I'm like, did that just happen
Oh, it
in
happened.
professional wrestling? A
Was that,
musical montage.
Was that
I hate
MJF really
musical.
singing?
I despise musicals, but I would go to a musical with MJF and
Hamilton.
Chris Jericho.
And Jericho, yeah, I was like, dude,
I don't know what
Jericho
Hamilton
did it
is,
again.
but I probably won't like it if it's a musical.
Well, but they could do it like Steve Martin and Martin Short, how they do their little two-man show kind of a
That's
thing,
true.
where they have some songs
It's
thrown
wild and crazy minds.
in.
Wild and crazy guys.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I can see something like that, but I was like, dude, Jericho did it again. He just went from metalhead badass to
Yeah. Now,
Vegas style showman, like singing all like with
now,
a cocktail in his hand, singing a song with a piano in the background.
now, when they finally like started that song interlude, it's like, oh my god, this is happening. They're like, what?
They went for it.
I
Yeah.
know. I gotta admit, like it was well choreographed. They probably put in so much rehearsal time creating this. And then I see like a lot of Twitter reactions thinking Jim Cornette's gonna lose his freaking mind out about this.
No, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I
Yeah,
know,
who
but
gives a shit?
I still all the Twitter reactions was just priceless, and I'm still laughing. I could never ever watch that clip without just immediately bursting into laughter. The
Well, I think the
WWE has
best
never
comment I
created
read.
this. Ring of Honor has never created this. God forbid New Japan would ever create this.
That's
I don't
happened.
know. Yeah, there we go.
Right? But like, if something were like that happened on WWE, I think I would be a little bit of a hypocrite by saying like, really, WWE has resorted to musicals. But then
Well,
again,
but
they
if
resorted to
because
a
they
match
try to do
between.
the karaoke thing and it was awful.
Yeah.
If they would
Then
do it
again, they did.
well,
They did do Vince and Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels and God. Which God, I don't even know where to start with that one. But anyways, just watching that, here's the thing: people have to remember this wasn't written by a creative staff. This was well put together by Jericho and MJF.
right?
Mhm.
Like,
That's what MJF. He's seriously the goat. He can
MJ,
do
well,
any goddamn thing he
fun
wants.
fact, he did a cappella in his high school, so it's like nice. His singing was actually pretty nice. And of course, Jericho, well, he's fucking Fozzy for God's sake. So
Right.
I, if they don't release that on Spotify or just any sort of music streaming site,
Oh
I'll be
yeah.
generally disappointed.
But yeah, if you haven't seen
Yeah.
it, go check it out. Nothing that we're saying on this,
Please,
nothing we can say on this show
hell,
will do that justice.
and challenge yourself. This record, go to
Make a
your
reaction
laptop.
video.
Yes,
Tweet it at athletic
like
underscore geek 89.
and just make it a try not to laugh. Do not laugh for that entire video. I will guarantee you, you will not keep a straight face on. 'Cause I still don't know. Actually, do you know what would have been even funnier? Instead of the background dancers being like pretty ladies, imagine if it was the inner circle and they just had like straight faces thinking, "What the fuck are we doing, guys?"
Yeah, could have been in
Uh,
there at some
that'd be
point
funny.
too.
That'd be
Go
funny,
on.
but I don't want to take away from greatness.
No, but it would have been
Right.
funny, especially Sammy dancing with his oversized jacket.
Well, it was like obviously not even a restaurant. It was like the backstage of
No,
their.
it
Right.
was it was a
Yeah.
makeshift restaurant at the Jaguar Stadium.
So they
It's
had
like I
like
don't care. I
everyone was
don't
there.
care.
But it was just great. It was funny as fuck.
The only downside was this. I'm very upset Omaha Steaks did not sponsor that.
Omaha
Yeah.
Steaks.
So these
Omaha
steaks are
Steaks.
rare, man. Like really rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Grab send it back. Thelma.
was like, no, it would have been funny to be like, my name is Jolene, you idiots.
I know, right? Yeah, I was
No,
expecting
just
something like that
like
too.
say like this is my real name and just go to Jericho, you stupid idiots.
Like my name's not even like my name is Joyce. Like not even anything that sounds like that.
Garcon means boy.
So that is pretty well the week in wrestling.
Oh my god.
Nothing
No,
else.
well,
Nothing else we can
but
say right now.
all of Dynamite, I felt all the matches. I thought like all the four, except for the Britt Baker one that was kind of just whatever, and
It
then
was
I did
meh.
see the Jungle Boy opening. All the matches I saw, including the MJF skit, whatever, I thought were great.
Top
And so I was
notch.
like, dude, this is
Please, can Chris
it-
Jericho host Saturday Night Live? Please?
yeah, I bet he'll do it
That'd be
soon.
cool.
Please.
Well,
But I was
no,
like,
this
no,
is
no,
almost
like
no,
a
no, no. He
pay-per-view.
won't because Lauren Michaels and Vince are apparently buddies. So yeah.
So,
I don't know. I can still see it.
but Vince McMahon is buddies with Fox right now.
TNT
So
is
NBC
or USA is NBC. It's tough.
If anyone
No.
could do it, it's Jericho.
Yeah, if anyone could.
But I was like,
I
dude,
don't,
this
I
is a
don't think
great
Lauren
episode.
Michaels would even care. It's like I want someone who can be funny. If Vince McMahon has a problem, okay, then piss off.
They can do this. He can be the musical guest too.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
But the bigger question is, will he be the musical guest with Fozzy or MJF? That's the
Fozzy.
$1 million question. That's the
No,
$1 million
no.
question.
Keep MJF away from SNL because there is no way in hell he is not going to break character. And I think the entire cast will be like, okay, this is going maybe a little too far.
I know, right? He's gonna be the guy who fights someone.
It'll be like when Bret Hart was on Mad TV.
I would
Yeah.
say, or triple. Actually, if you look this up right now, there's a great skit between Bobby Lee and Triple H where they're at a wrestling tournament.
I remember that.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Triple H is
And
like
then
the
Triple
Triple
H
H-
nerd.
having that high pitched voice. I was like, oh my god.
That was great.
Triple H was on SNL too. He didn't host it, but he was there
He was
with
with
The
The
Rock.
Rock, yeah. That was
Again, I would just Jericho hosting Saturday Night Live.
The Rock is
super
Superman as Clark Kent / Superman on Saturday Night Live. That was where it was at. But that's the week in wrestling. That was our Hell in a Cell. That was us talking about steaks. That's us talking about the G1. That's the week, guys, and we want to thank you all for tuning in and watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content, not just from the world of pro wrestling, from the world of comics, gaming, anime, and all things geek culture. Follow me on my social media pages and tweet me the reactions that you have to that sketch at athletic_geek89, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter athletic_geek89, Instagram at athleticgeek89, and if you'd like to help make the production better, think about supporting me on Patreon with financially under no obligation. But yeah, if you'd like to make this better, throw a couple bucks my way.
Money.
No, we don't need your money. Actually, we do, but we'd appreciate your money. We'd
Money,
appreciate
yeah.
your money.
Vince?
Money.
Money.
Meaning
Yeah.
money
That
now.
money. Yeah.
Rest
But
in
anyway,
peace, Shad.
Patreon.com/athleticgeek89, and EZ, let them know where to find you at.
Guys, I am on the Elite Era on Twitter. I have my own podcast that's just currently on hiatus due to just scheduling with real life work and also just trying to find the time. But you can look up my past videos of Demolition. Shout out to the Podcast Wrestling Federation, all my supporting podcasts that I do retweet, just share their content. I love you guys so much. Haley, if you are listening to this and you made it this far of us talking about steaks and wrestling, miss
Steaks
you,
and wrestling.
love you, and so
Steaks and
happy you
wrestling.
came- Steaks wrestling.
Steaks and wrestling. That's that. Like
Steaks and wrestling.
what is better in life other than steaks and wrestling? Let's throw in some beer.
Why is that going to be the new name for our show now?
It's not.
I know it won't, but anyways, like I said, subscribe on YouTube, and I'll try to make more content as best as possible. Follow me on Twitter. Hit me up. I'm always chatting with you guys. And as I said, Podcast Wrestling Federation, PWF, you guys are freaking amazing people. Miss you guys and love you guys. That's all I got on my end.
All right, Eric. He doesn't have social media. Not because of kids, he
Look
just
up.
doesn't have it.
Look up DX Ray. That's my nephew's YouTube.
Yeah, DX Ray. There you go. So
Hey, support family YouTube.
support family YouTube. And
Look up
Family-friendly
Mercari.
content.
Everything's on sale.
no, you will be sorely disappointed. If you're gonna think that you're buying this Shinsuke Nakamura figure, but really what you're gonna be buying is a
Michael
thumbtack.
Nakazawa.
I want a Michael Nakazawa figure.
Careful,
gonna be
it might
wave
come a
3.
little bit greasy though.
Might come a little bit greater.
Yeah.
No, you instead of getting that, you'll get baby oil. So be wary when you're buying from this guy. If he's selling my shit, you may not get it.
Wave 3 of Unrivaled Series.
Wave 3 of Unrivaled Series. Yes, I want that. But for Eric Wade and EZ, I'm the Athletic Geek. We are this many marks this week, and we're out. Have a good one.
All right.
All right, show done.